Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing you the development shaping markets, capital access, and business decision-making across Jamaica and the region. Let's get into the stories that matter. Bank of Jamaica Governor Richard Byles has asserted that traditional indicators such as gross domestic product growth, asset expansion, profit growth, and market share are no longer sufficient to measure economic success in today's environment. Byles was recently speaking at the Caribbean CFO Summit, pointing out that resilience is now multidimensional and structural shocks rather than episodic. Byles recalled recent global and local challenges, including the COVID-19 pandemic and Hurricane Melissa, as clear reminders that volatility is now a permanent feature of economic life. However, he said Jamaica's building of its foreign reserves to record high levels, reducing the national debt, and entrenching a well-coordinated financial system stability framework have improved the country's ability to respond to shocks. Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association President Catherine Silvera says encouraging Jamaicans to buy more locally made products must be a key part of the country's growth strategy. She notes that this is one of the main reasons the association recently relaunched its Buy Jamaican campaign. Ms. Silvera argues that increased support for local goods would help conserve foreign exchange, create jobs, and generate additional government revenue without the need for new or higher taxes. She adds that stronger domestic demand would also boost confidence among manufacturers and encourage greater investment in the sector. Motorists should expect higher fuel prices at the pumps starting Thursday, March 26, as the latest ex-refinery costs from Petrojam take effect. Both grades of gasoline are up by $4.50 per litre, with 90 octane now selling for $175.32 and 87 octane at $167.88. Diesel prices have also risen. Automotive diesel will be $180.25 per litre, while ultra-low sulfur diesel climbs to $187.09. Kerosene will sell for $169.64 per litre, following a $4.50 increase, while propane and butane prices rise by $3.06 per litre at $80.11 and $89.33 respectively. Retailers and marketing companies will apply their markups on top of these new prices. For the trading period of March 24, 2026, the most actively traded securities were Phosphorus Company Limited with 6,804,237 units, or 25.02% of market sales activities. Woodcats International Limited with 4,508,995 units, representing 16.58% of market sales activities. Indies Pharma Jamaica Limited with ordinary shares with 2,500,866 units, representing 9.20% of market sales activities. Investor activity remained concentrated in distribution, hardware services, and medical supply plays, signaling continued interest in dividend-producing and strategic assets. Turning to the foreign exchange market based on Bank of Jamaica data for March 25, 2026, Forex traders recorded significant activity with strong demand across major currencies. For the US dollar, trading margins reflected steady liquidity, with the US selling at $158.62 and buying at $156.50. For the Canadian dollar, moderate gains supported by $1.40 transaction spreads. The Canadian dollar sold for $113.79. and was bought for $115.19. The British pound had continued volatility, which offered short-term trading opportunities of $3.52 in profits for the banks. The British pound sold for $209.73 and was bought for $213.25. These movements underscore the importance of cash flow timing and currency awareness for businesses managing import costs, debt servicing, or overseas exposure. For our credit report tip of the day, there's a deeper layer to menopause, or the change of life many don't consider. During menopause, decision fatigue is real. And so having pre-established financial systems, including strong credit, reduces the need to make complex decisions under pressure. It creates stability when your internal state may feel anything but stable. For women in leadership, entrepreneurship, or wealth building phases, this matters even more, because menopause often arrives at the same time life is the most financially demanding. This is your peak career years, highest earning potential, maximum family responsibility, and critical wealth building window. Yet, very few financial strategies are designed with this transition in mind. So we need to ask better questions. Are women preparing financially for psychological transitions that impact earning power? Are we treating credit as a proactive tool, not just a reactive measure? Are organizations considering the financial wellness dimension of menopause support? Because this is bigger than credit. It's about designing financial resilience for real life, not ideal conditions. Menopause is not a pause, it's a pivot point. In our focused and funded feature, in the pathway to greater cash flow to your business, the most important documents most entrepreneurs have never heard of is the capability statement. It is not a brochure. It is not a website. It is a 1 to 2 page professional document that answers exactly the questions a procurement officer or corporate buyer asks when evaluating a new vendor. A strong capability statement contains your core competencies stated clearly and without jargon, your past performance and named clients, and measurable outcomes where possible. Your differentiators, what makes you the right choice over competitors. Your company data, including registration number, TCC status, insurance coverage, and years in operation, and your contact information with a named person, not just an email address. And this can be done with AI if you feed it the right information. Claude.ai drafts this capability statement for you. You provide the raw information, your history, your clients, your outcome, and Claude.ai shapes it into the professional language that procurement officers and corporate buyers respond to. Canva.com then transforms it into a document that looks institutional, not homemade. And that's today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing clarity to capital markets and strategy. Until next time, stay intentional and keep building forward. See you soon.